Hey everybody, welcome back to another Flipping Tables. My name is Sean.
And I'm Tico.
And today we have another fabulous game that is out on Kickstarter right now. It's called Deliverance. I love this game because it's so unique. This is actually a faith-based dungeon crawler. That's right, you heard it right. It is a Christian-based dungeon crawler that is unbelievably fun. Most times you think Christian game, that can't be good.
No.
But believe us,
it worked out.
This game is unbelievably fun. Let's have a look at the components in the game. So there's a lot of components going on here. Of course, we have the saints. We have all the different angels that you can possibly play as. So you play as an angel, trying to take on the demons in this little town, and try to clear the town of all the demons. There are standees for all the angels. There's standees for the demons. These are the princes of darkness, which are essentially the boss battle.
Yep.
And then there's the smaller demons, which are all the minions are all have their own standee as well. The board here that you see is set up for a two-player game. So in a two-player game, for each player, there is going to be a battle map. If there's 4 players, you're going to have 4 of these particular battle maps.
It's modular as well.
And you can choose it. They're double-sided. You can place them however you want. Just choose 4 or however many players there are and put down your battle map. Here you have your heavenly treasure cards, which are this is like an RPG.
It's your loot.
As soon as I pulled one of these the first time, I was giddy because I'm pulling stuff like the wing feather cuirass for the chest, which gives 2 extra health plus more hammer damage. Right? Let's talk about the damage for a quick second. On each player card, so I played as Uriel, and so he has 15 health to start. He has 3 damage with swords, he has 1 damage with a hammer, and he has 2 damage with the Bible. We call it book damage, but it's Bible damage essentially.
Knowledge.
And that's used. That one particular is used for healing.
Yeah.
But it also does damage, and so you can take loot, which increases what you can do. This one increases, gives you more healing power. It heals damage immediately. You can use that once. Man, as soon as we started pulling treasure cards, I'm like, this is an RPG.
It's a loot crawler, is what it is. It is like playing Diablo almost.
Yes.
In a board game, and I absolutely love the way you level your character up. You have different talents that you use to level your angel up. All very thematic talents in order to do that, and in order to sort of tackle the demons. And it was a really fun experience.
There's a lot of tokens in this game, but believe me, once it was very simple to understand. Look at all the tokens. These are really great. It came with this tray. Now, this is a prototype copy, so things are going to change, but I loved, even in the prototype, we had this nice tray for all the tokens neatly divided up.
Another thing that I do like, each one of these tokens has actually got written on
what it is.
So you're hunting for it and looking for it, but it still states what it is. So the cursed one,
Cursed,
it says
wither. There's empower, which gives you more damage when you attack. This is an RPG loot
crawler,
dungeon crawler with a Christian theme. And what's also awesome about this game is it's not preachy. It's just Christian. It's based in a Christian lore.
Yeah, so it's based on the lore of the Bible,
right?
But it feels like, again, if you have knowledge of the Bible, great. It's gonna maybe need a little bit more. I know
the prayer cards. Every prayer card has on the top of it. These are also cards you can get that give you abilities that you can use.
Yeah.
But on the back of every prayer card is a scripture verse.
Yeah. And
they're all different, which I thought was really unique for this game.
Be a pain in printing those at some point, but I found it was really cool because of the way that it sort of uses the elements from the Bible. Like I'm Jewish, and so I've not ever read the Bible.
Right. Okay.
But no problem jumping into this and playing it for what it is, and not feeling, like you said, like a preachy game.
It's not preachy at all. It was a very fun dungeon crawler. First and foremost, that's it. We have a battle track here.
you pull it, bring out these, and it tells you what characters go on which battle map. So we're gonna have
Cruel Archers on this battle map. We're gonna have Fallen Seraph over here, and you have to clear the board before you decide which of the Fallen Princes you're going to choose, and you're going to pick one of these randomly. And we pulled out Deva.
Kicked her butt.
You totally kicked our butt. We played on hard mode. So there's an adventure mode, and then there's the hard. There's 5 different modes, and we decided to try just the next one up above adventure mode, and the final demon here, Deva, just completely kicked our butt.
Yeah, she did not. She or he, I don't know.
But it was fun. I didn't mind being wiped out because it was a challenge.
It was still fun, and the feeling after getting defeated was not, okay, I'm done with this, controller chucking sort of thing. It was
like, let's play again.
We need to plan better. How are we going to attack next time?
So each angel has different actions they can do every turn. So this angel has 2 actions they can take, and any of these things can be done every turn. So that's how you decide what you're going to do. So Tico, you played as Azrael, the Angel of Death, and again, 2 actions per turn, and each action can be done.
And very thematic actions too, to the characters.
For sure. You also have the ability to upgrade your talents, upgrade these talents here, upgrading at the beginning of your turn. If you have 1 courage or less, gain 1. I had one where it upgraded my Scorch so that even if I move it beside an enemy, it immediately deals 1 damage based on. So that's an upgrade to one of my actions. It really did feel like an RPG, like we were leveling up, and that's what the experience track is for. As soon as you get to a certain level, you then decrease it by the number of players plus 1, and you each upgrade. That's where you can choose a new talent, or you can choose some heavenly treasure and upgrade your character, give yourself more power.
Truly cooperative too, because this is a shared track. So we hit them and we level up.
We all level up together.
Okay, you can use those and I'll level up next time. No, we level up. We each level up 1 at that point. So I love the cooperative aspect of that.
Absolutely.
Everybody gains all the experience together.
Yeah, and every demon and every minion also has their own tracking, and it tells what they do. So you actually roll die. You roll a single die, and the dice are nice and thematic. You've got the white dice, beautiful white, sort of marbly dice for the rolling angel rolls, which is skill rolls really for certain actions, skill tests. And then you've got the black, swirly, again like marble-looking ones for the demons. And so you would roll for the demon a single die, and so they rolled a 2. So they would do that action. 1 and 2, they do this. 3 and 4, 5 and 6, and that determines between each angel's action. The demons would also take an action, and this determines what they do. So there's really no way of planning ahead because you don't know what's going to happen with the demons. And of course, the Princes of Darkness all are so much more powerful, and like we said, Deva wiped us out because we started on a harder level. So Deva had a special ability that used 1 action that basically did 6 damage to us every round.
The most powerful action every time.
Every time.
It was
even if you're not a believer, if you're not a Christian, if you're of another faith, this is a game that's absolutely fantastic to play. It doesn't matter that it is a Christian-based theme. The game is solid.
It takes the lore from the Bible and puts it into a fantastic, dungeon crawler. Yeah. So, be it religious or not, it takes that lore, which is obviously great lore to it, and builds out a great game.
Yeah, it is on Kickstarter now. It's created by Andrew Lowen.
And if you haven't seen our Kicking Tables episode, we talked to Andrew all about this game. So go check that out as well. It's for 1 to 4 players. There's also a solo mode, and there's a campaign mode coming as well as part of the campaign, or as part of the Kickstarter campaign. So check it out. Links are in the description below. You will not be disappointed if you're looking for a fantastic dungeon crawler. That's Deliverance on Kickstarter now. Thanks for checking out this episode of Flipping Tables. We'll see you next time. Be healed.
That's not going to work.
Oh. No?
No. Need more than a box.
Repent. Still no?
Nah.
No.
Not today.
I guess that's not what the game's all about.
No.